The illusion of free will, choosing between ego and true self. The concept of free will is often misunderstood, especially when viewed through the lens of the part of the mind that believes it is a separate reality based on conditioning. This part of the mind, often referred to as the ego, distorts our understanding of free will by convincing us that its desires, fears, and judgments are expressions of true freedom. The ego thrives on the illusion of choice, making us believe that by following its path we are exercising our free will. However, the ego's version of free will is deceptive. It lures us into believing that the decisions it encourages, those driven by fear, guilt, and a sense of separation, are our own. But in truth, these choices only serve to reinforce the ego's control, keeping us trapped in a cycle of dissatisfaction, conflict, and disconnection from our authentic selves. Imagine, for example, a person who constantly strives for success and approval from others. They believe that by achieving certain goals or earning praise, they are fulfilling their true desires. But beneath this pursuit lies a deeper sense of inadequacy planted by the ego. The ego's version of free will pushes this person to seek external validation, all while masking the inner truth that they are already enough as they are. The choices made under the ego's influence, though seemingly free, only deepen the sense of unfulfillment and separation. In contrast, true free will emerges when we align with our true self, the essence of who we are beyond the ego's conditioning. This self is not bound by fear, guilt, or the need for external validation. It knows that true freedom comes from living in harmony with love, peace, and joy, our natural states of being. When we choose from this place, we are not restricted but liberated. Our decisions are guided by a deep sense of inner peace and clarity, leading us towards fulfillment that is independent of external circumstances. The difference between the ego's illusion of free will and the true expression of it can be profound. One path leads to a life driven by external pressures and internal conflicts, while the other leads to a life of authenticity, peace, and joy. A reflection on the inner child. There is a part of us that is ageless, timeless, and ever-present, what many refer to as the inner child. This aspect of our being is deeply connected to our true self, untouched by the conditioning and fears of the ego. The inner child emerges in moments of pure, unfiltered joy when we experience the simple beauty of nature, like the soft glow of a sunset or the gentle rustling of leaves in the wind. It's also felt in the warmth of a kind, selfless gesture, where love and compassion are freely given without expectation. This feeling of the inner child is a reminder of our original, untainted nature, a state of being where love, wonder, and joy are natural. It's the part of us that remains whole and connected to the essence of life, no matter the layers of conditioning we've accumulated over time. When we tap into this feeling, we reconnect with our true self, experiencing a freedom that is not about choice in the external world, but about being in harmony with the core of who we are. A heart math tip for tapping into true self: one effective technique to reconnect with your true self and step away from the ego's influence is the inner ease technique. Heart focus. Close your eyes and gently focus your attention on the area of your heart. Breathe slowly and deeply, in and out through your heart area. Heart breathing. As you continue to breathe through your heart, silently affirm to yourself that you are activating your true inner self, free from the ego's influence. Imagine your breath flowing in and out of your heart, bringing calm and clarity to your mind. Heart feeling. Now, bring to mind a feeling of ease or peace. This could be a memory of a time when you felt deeply content, or a simple sense of being at ease. Hold this feeling in your heart as you continue to breathe. This practice helps you shift away from the ego's grasp and into a state where your true self can guide your decisions. By regularly practicing this technique, you can cultivate a deeper connection to your authentic self, making choices that reflect true freedom rather than the illusions of the ego. In essence, true freedom is found not in the multitude of choices presented by the ego, but in the clarity and peace that come from living in alignment with your true self. When we choose from this place, we experience a life of true fulfillment, free from the constraints of fear and guilt.